They say the secret ingredient to any meal is time. But in the hidden corners of Japan, it's more than just time. It's a lifetime. Today, I'm taking you on a journey to meet the guardians of flavor, artisans in their 80s and 90s who have spent over half a century perfecting a single dish. From 160-year-old traditions to secret forest kitchens, these are the stories of the hands that refuse to stop and the hearts that keep Japan's soul alive. This is a tribute to the masters. Let's begin. We begin our journey in Fukuoka at a small, humble spot called Imaya Hamburger in West Park. Meet the man behind the counter, a grandfather who has been crafting his signature hot dog-style hamburgers for over 50 years. At an age when most people would choose to rest, he chooses to serve. Every single day, he handles everything himself, from hand-picking the ingredients at the market to the meticulous prep in his small kitchen. There are no assistants here, only decades of muscle memory and a heart that refuses to quit. Despite the world changing around him, he keeps his prices at just 300 yen, less than $2. For him, it's not about the profit, it's about the warmth he shares with every customer. You can taste the kindness in every bite. It's simple, it's honest, and it's a reminder that some of the best things in life are kept alive by pure love and dedication. A true Fukuoka legend. Our next stop takes us to a small shop called Seikado in Nishio, where time seems to stand still. Meet a woman who defines the word resilience. At 97 years old, this grandmother is still the heart and soul of her kitchen. Every single morning, she prepares her mitarashi dango dough from scratch. Think about that. 97 years of wisdom in those hands, slowly and traditionally shaping each piece with a gentleness that only decades of practice can bring. She moves with a steady grace, proving that age is truly just a number when you have a purpose. For just 110 yen, not even a single dollar, she shares her craft with the world. It's a price that feels like a gift. Her kindness is as sweet as the glaze on her dango, and her health at this age is a blessing we can all admire. If you ever find yourself in Japan, please make a trip to Nishio. Come and say hello to her, because meeting someone like this isn't just about the food. It's about witnessing a life lived with pure, unwavering heart. You can't truly experience Japan without talking about sushi, but at Miyako Shakudo, it's not just a meal. It's a journey back 161 years. This is the home of the legendary Showa-style box sushi, a craft that has been preserved with breathtaking consistency through generations. Today, this legacy is held in the kind and generous hands of a husband and wife team. Watching them work together is like watching a silent, beautiful harmony. They don't just prepare food, they protect a piece of history. Because of their dedication to freshness and tradition, this place is always full. Getting a seat here is a privilege that requires a reservation. But once you take that first bite of perfectly pressed, incredibly fresh sushi, you'll understand why people keep coming back. It's more than just flavor. It's the taste of 161 years of discipline and a warmth that only a family-run kitchen can give. In a world of fast food, Miyako Shakudo remains a sanctuary of patience. We visit Tokyo's most famous Grandpa Pudding at Hecarin Coffee. This place is a legend, not just for its silky, perfect custard, but for the infectious smile of the man who makes it. Because of his warmth and the guaranteed quality of every plate, a reservation is a must. It's more than a cafe. It's a destination where you're treated like family. Don't leave Tokyo without experiencing this sweet piece of magic. There is a special kind of magic in a meal that is made with a smile. At a local favorite called Abakoro, this devoted husband and wife have been handcrafting golden croquettes for over 50 years. What makes this place truly special isn't just the food, it's the energy. Even in their senior years, their movements are incredibly swift and precise. Watching them work together is like watching a perfectly synchronized team, fueled by a passion that hasn't dimmed after half a century. From the moment you walk in, you're wrapped in a blanket of warmth. They greet every guest with a genuine cheerfulness that makes you feel right at home. Every croquette is shaped by hand, fried to perfection, and served with a heart full of joy. Abakoro is a reminder that when you love what you do and who you do it with, work doesn't feel like a burden. It's a celebration. If you're looking for a taste of pure handmade happiness, this is the place you have to find. Deep within a lush forest, in a place that feels like it's straight out of a Studio Ghibli movie, hides a secret called Stone Kiln Pizza. This isn't your ordinary pizza shop. It's a sanctuary for those who seek a taste of the wild and the handmade. Here, you'll find a master artisan who moves with incredible speed and precision. Every dough is hand-stretched and fired in a traditional wood-burning stone kiln that he built himself. You can almost hear the crackle of the wood and smell the smokiness in the air. Watching him work in the middle of this green paradise is mesmerizing. He's quick, he's focused, and his pizza? It's thin, crispy, and infused with the spirit of the forest. In a world that's always connected, this hidden gem reminds us of the beauty of being lost. If you could visit this forest kitchen, what toppings do you think a place this magical would serve? We visit Muraya, the oldest banana crepe shop in Japan. Behind the counter are Nobu and Yasuko, an 88-year-old pastry chef duo who have been working side by side for 50 years. At just 350 yen, each crepe is a masterpiece of freshness. But here's the secret: they only make 20 to 40 crepes a day. Why? Because for them, quality is a sacred promise that cannot be rushed. Every single bite is a taste of 5 decades of love and discipline. They remind us that doing something small, but doing it perfectly, is the greatest craft of all. In the heart of the daily hustle, there is a place called Omusubi Tashima, where one grandmother has dedicated 50 years of her life to the art of the perfect rice ball. At 80 years old, her energy is nothing short of legendary. On her busiest days, she hand shapes up to 800 onigiri. Think about the strength and the focus required to do that, year after year, for half a century. She doesn't just make food, she provides fuel and comfort for hundreds of people every single day. Her hands move with a speed that defies her age, a rhythmic dance of pressing rice and wrapping nori that she has mastered over decades. There is a deep, silent beauty in her labor, a life spent in service to others, one onigiri at a time. To taste her work is to taste 50 years of consistency and a spirit that never tires. To end our journey, we find ourselves in a small, soulful shop named Gifu. Here, an 82-year-old legend is waiting for you with a smile that can light up a room. For over 50 years, he has been perfecting one of the most comforting drinks in the world: the Irish coffee. Watching him work isn't just about seeing a drink being made, it's about sharing a moment. As he pours and prepares the coffee right in front of your eyes, he shares stories, wisdom, and a laugh that makes you forget the world outside. You can see it in his eyes. He truly enjoys every second of his life. He isn't just making coffee, he's pouring 50 years of happiness into a single glass. It's warm, it's bold, and it's deeply personal. In a fast-paced world, people like him are a rare treasure. They remind us that the secret to a long life isn't just health, but the joy we find in what we do. So, if you ever need a reminder to smile, come to Gifu and let this master show you the way. Watching these masters work, you realize that a meal is never just about the food. It's about the decades of discipline, the early mornings, and the smiles that never fade despite the hard work. These artisans remind us that when you put your heart into what you do, you become timeless. If you enjoyed these stories, don't forget to leave a comment about which artisan inspired you the most. It helps us keep sharing these hidden gems with the world. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep chasing the flavor.